Hello. Okay, so that's not going yet. Microphone. It's on desktop audio.
All right.
Henry?
Yeah.
Audio.
It's on desktop audio.
Do it again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go.
Still also.
Double.
I can't get rid of the
Pricing
desktop audio.
What?
Pricing gun?
Oh,
Here.
Oh, yeah. I steal.
you borrowed or stole it?
I steal.
She stole it.
I'm
Okay,
coming back.
hello.
Okay. I've got to go pick up mailers for Lacey. All right. What should we grab? Like.
All right, so we got.
Audio.
I got one person on. Evening, Mr. Coker.
Hello.
The Coke Man. The Coke Monster. The Cokerino.
Whatever it takes you to get through the day.
Well, some people it does take.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, instead of 3 dots. Yeah, we were a bit late. It's fine. Just means you get to see us for later.
Yeah.
Do we want to show this off at the beginning?
Sure, let's show that off.
Okay. So this is a free with purchase Beyond Real #1 from Vault Comics. It came out a few weeks ago. I read it. It's pretty good. Basically, this woman and her boyfriend. The woman and her boyfriend, they wind up in a car crash, and then she finds out that reality is fake. It's all a Matrix kind of thing, simulation.
Not local, sir. Did you get a name of anybody that you spoke to that said they were?
So yes, that is free with all purchases this evening. I don't know. Yep, we have plenty. So there are no variant covers, y'all.
Hang on, let me put you on set.
Cool.
He said
Hello, Joey.
she said she would get it done.
Sorry. Trying to get like 3 things done at once.
Where's my invoice for last week? Joey is. Hey, Joe. Joey is asking about an invoice for last week.
So nobody got invoiced last week. I just found that out today.
Okay. So Joe found out. So Joe found out today that no one got invoiced last week. So everyone will get invoiced for last week and this week tonight. And yes, as Sean said, there's a free book with purchase. It's on the screen right now.
Carrie,
Beyond Real.
I got 3 things. Just bear with me.
You're all good. The camera's not on us. It's just on the books. No one saw you. Yep, this is a part of the Vault thing where they're giving books to stores for free. They issue one of at least. So the first book of the night that I'm going to talk about, 21st Century Santa Stories from American Mythology. It is listed as all ages. If you have a little kid that you want to get into comic books and figure Santa will be a good way. We got covers A, B, C, and D. 21st Century Santa Stories. Next book. Alien, issue number 2. That covers A and B. This is written by Declan Shalvey for Marvel. It's part of the 20th Century Studios publishing that they do. With Alien, Planet of the Apes, Predator, Predator versus Wolverine. Ever get to order that Green Lantern C cover from last week, Joe? I will ask him about that when I get a chance. Sorry, he's preoccupied, so it's kind of right just now. Kind of just me right now. What's up?
Oh, nothing much. Hi, Patton. Are you doing the show now?
Yeah.
Are we on?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
we're on. Everyone say hi to Carrie.
Hi, everybody. Tune in Thursday. 50-cent books all night long.
Heck yeah.
So stock up your collection with stuff you weren't really looking for, but you're gonna want it anyway.
50-cent books. What's the
50
problem?
cent books.
Where could that go wrong?
We do not have the one that this lady is looking
What you looking for?
4 Gathered on Christmas Eve. It's an independent book. It's
Never
supposed
heard
to
of
be
it.
out today or tomorrow. It doesn't look like we have it. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Continue.
All right, Joe. Real quick question from the Coke Man. Green Lantern cover C from last week. Did you get to order it?
No, I did not commit.
It didn't come in, but did you get to order it? Is what he was asking.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I will double check that, but it's lunar, and I don't like ordering.
It'll get checked. Twice as good as 25-cent book. Yeah.
It's a definite maybe, Coke Man.
Definite maybe.
See, Sean Koger said that the 50-cent books are twice as good as 25-cent books.
There you go. There'll be, yes, twice as good.
Actually, I'm right here at lunar.
He's checking on that for you, so I'll go to the next book of the night. Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 40. Gang War. Did you order the Santa Scratch and Sniff? For Batman Santa Silent Night, issue 1, they had to...
Yeah, I know. We had it out there on the sales floor.
Oh, so...
Did he miss it?
Did you miss that Scratch and Sniff cover and were wanting us to order you one? Yes, he did miss it and wants us to order him one.
Okay, that's Ken Carter.
Yes. So yes, right now we're talking about Amazing Spider-Man number 40. The Gang War is raging on, I believe. At least it's supposed to seem like it. Okay, so he's saying he requested it, but never got it. Is anyone picking up the Peach Momoko Nightmares covers?
You asking me or asking them?
Anyone. I think that some of them are pretty cool. Some of them I think shouldn't really be nightmare covers.
We have a couple of customers that's all they pulled. I
Gotcha.
had like 3 customers in a row that pulled nothing but the Momoko Nightmare covers.
Cool. But yeah, so we have the Saturday morning nightmare covers. And then we have this one that kind of looks like it's Spider-Punk, but it's just a Spider-Sense effect. The 25th Century Game suit variant. And then the 1 in 25 for $20. Here's Kim's.
Making sure there wasn't one up there.
Gotcha. Next up might be what I think is probably everyone's most anticipated book of the night. Do you know any other books that everyone's been dying to get their hands on?
Oh,
I don't think so this week.
not necessarily this week.
And I'm talking about Animal Pound from Boom Studios. Got covers A, B, and C. C
I've
being
read
a
it.
Scotty Young. I read the Ash Can when it came out a couple months ago.
The Ash Can wasn't as good as the full book.
Oh, okay.
It did not have enough of the story and the animals and stuff and what's happening.
So the Ash Can was not as good.
No.
The
it
full
was
book's
not.
better.
Yeah.
Ken Tartar will take Animal Pound A. And then after that, we have the 1 in 10 for $5, the 1 in 25 for $25, and the 1 in 50 for $50. I forgot to write it down, all the people that did them this week, but I know that this one was Clayman, Gabriel Walta, and Bill Sienkiewicz.
I like that 1 in 50.
The Sienkiewicz is really nice. And
The-
then
the-
we also have the Scotty Young, 1 per store. The big difference being, oh look,
It's a virgin.
there's no names on it. Except for the part where it looks like he signed it. And that one is $35.
Mm-hmm.
1 in 10 and 1 per for Wayne.
Okay.
Those are taken care of and called.
See, I knew somebody was going to snag that Scotty doing that.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't going to stay there very long. Did we get more than 1 per store?
Not
Is that
this
because
time.
we're one store? Okay, all right.
I think, wait, I don't know. Does Boom Studios still list the different stores in the back? Because for the longest time, they would list us still having 2 locations. But I know they stopped listing stores in the back.
Yeah.
I thought they did a while ago, but I couldn't remember. All right.
Now, if our Northgate location takes off and becomes more prominent with its, comics, we'll
We may look into
we may
getting...
actually open up a second account.
Alrighty. After Animal Pound, we have Batman number 406, Year 1, Part 3 of DC reprinting all of Batman Year 1.
Yeah, apparently this is the Catwoman.
No, that was last issue.
That was last issue.
Last issue was first, I think it's modern day Catwoman.
Yeah.
But what's really cool is that DC does the reprints on actual newsprint.
The actual same paper.
Yeah, same paper. And they make sure all of the ads from the book are in there.
That's nice. So it is a true reprint.
Yes, it is not the Marvel reprint where it's modern day paper with modern day coloring. It is directly as people read it when it came out. Batman 406, Year 1, Part 3. Next up, Batman Superman World's Finest, issue number 22, Return to Kingdom Come, Part 3. Got covers A, B, and the 1 in 25 for $20. Have you been reading the Return to Kingdom Come?
A little bit because they brought back Thunder Boy.
Coker wants a A for World's Finest. Well, you know who they're making Thunderboy be, right? Or they're leading to Thunderboy becoming.
Coker's already got it.
You already got a cover A, Coker. Don't worry.
I feel like they're not going to do him as Gog because there is a Gog already in this one.
Joey wants a cover B. Well, apparently the end of the last arc teased him becoming a Magog.
Oh, really?
Yep. The end of the last arc and all of the teasers and all this that they've been releasing for this arc have been like Magog's helmet and such. While Joe speed reads it to make sure. Next up, we have Bell Annual Apex Predator. Covers A, B, C, and D. I don't know why they keep calling it an annual when all it is just a bunch of one shots and they just keep releasing one shots.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, y'all hear that? Thank you. But yeah, Bell has been reduced to getting multiple annuals a year.
Yeah. Man.
There's a World's Finest right next to you.
So, I mean, I do not like this format. I do not like it's all just one shots.
Did we not get Batman Santa?
We're out.
We are completely out, so if you did not order it on League of Comic Geeks, FOC is passed because they all came out before all FOC'd before issue 1 came out. You'll have to ask us to order one.
Yeah.
If we can.
If we can. I don't know if it's in stock anymore.
I know that series flew completely under the radar and everyone lost their minds when issue 1 came out. So we can try, but can't make any guarantees.
I think there were a few people that ordered cover A that I had to get in my cover B because that's all I had.
I know, like me, I put it on my list after issue 1 came out, but I knew that I would most likely get a variant cover.
Yeah.
Because Sean Coker needs 2 and 3.
Of what?
Batman Santa Claus.
Batman Santa Claus?
We can try.
I can try. What's his number? 93?
Yeah, Sean Coker's 93.
Yeah, what's on his pull list?
Next book is Blit Map. So, every single cover, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like a Pokemon pack, but with a specific cover. And they come in these little wrappers, and each cover on the back has a QR code that you scan to get it logged on like a website, because there's different rarities and such. So, I read the first issue. It was pretty interesting. It's like this weird... You got 2 cover A's. Don't you? Oh, no. Boy, I see it now. It's this weird future world. Wayne Fuller wants a Blit Map too.
Okay.
It's kind of cyberpunk, but also not at all cyberpunk.
Yeah, I can see it being a little...
It was cyberpunk, but it wasn't...
Would you say it's cyberpunk, or would you say it's more like Ready Player One?
It's more like Ready Player One, but also I know that when the series was announced, they billed it as solar punk.
Okay.
Which is a version where it's like steampunk, cyberpunk, solar punk, where everything's nature and solar powered.
Okay.
I know that's how they announced it.
I haven't heard of that description, but I'm down for it.
Yeah, I mean, the first issue was cool. Next up, we have 2 books from Dark Horse, Borealis, issue number 1, and Canary, issue number 2. We have covers A and the foil.
Canary is neat.
Like
It's Wild West.
Yeah.
But he's almost... Would you say he was a hitman or a bounty hunter?
I haven't actually read issue 1 yet. I know, basically, here's what I know. It's a mining town. They dig 666 feet down, and they find something evil.
Right.
That's all I know. But it's like Western horror. And I don't know anything about Borealis. I completely missed the announcement of that series.
And see, now, this is a second series that I know of with that name. I don't know if they're related.
Oh,
Because I can't remember who published the other series.
gotcha. Okay. Next up, we have Charred Remains from Mad Cave Studios, celebrating 10 years as a publisher.
Yeah.
Charred Remains, drawn by Andrea Muti.
And this is that's the artwork
Yeah.
you'll find inside the book.
Basically, there's something about this book where it's a girl and there's a house fire that she's in. She sees some man on fire that might be a supernatural force, and she decides to like become a firefighter, from what I know.
Yeah, but she has a very tenuous relationship with fire.
So it's kind of like Midlife.
Yeah,
Midlife has been really good, y'all.
I like midlife.
Midlife, I think, has been flying under the radar. It's really funny. Next up, Creep Show, issue number 4.
Let me smooth that over.
There you go. Did the 1 in 10 get claimed?
Yeah.
Okay. So Creepshow issue 4, I believe this is the issue with the Nick Dragata story.
I don't know Nick.
The artist behind East of West.
Oh, okay.
East of West, he did the 3-issue Ghost Cage
Okay.
from Image, and then he did all of the backups in the first arc of Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, and then he's going to be drawing the entire 5 issues of the last arc.
All right.
Yes, this is the issue with the Nick Dragata story, Killer Cart Corral.
I like. He's got the medulla oblongata.
Yeah, and then the fresh plucked eyeballs, pulled tongue, organic noggin. All of the issues that I've read from Creepshow have had one really good story and one okay, I read it story. That first issue by Garth Ennis, did you read that issue?
In Creepshow?
Yeah.
I did not.
It was the one that we got a store exclusive cover for. Or not a store exclusive cover, but the guy came in and did a signing.
Yeah. I just, we actually sold out of them practically fairly fast when the person came in and did the signing.
Gotcha.
So
That was an issue with a Garth Ennis story that was really messed up.
you know, and I like a good horror story.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's also Daredevil Black Armor. We completely forgot to talk about
yeah.
that. Issue 2 of Daredevil Black Armor. We have cover A and the Stormbreaker Kokolo variant.
Yeah.
This is set during, what's the writer's name? Chichester?
Chester.
It's set during his run where Daredevil had the black armor, and it's another one of those in-between issues. These things happen that no one saw and no one mentioned for years.
Yeah. Got Sabretooth back in one of his original costumes.
I think that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Next up, we have The Deviant, issue number 2 of, I believe it's a 9-issue series.
Think so?
I think it's a 9-issue series. Written by James Tynion, drawn by Joshua Hickson. This is going to be our cover A for the night. It is not cover A, but it is for tonight.
Yeah, I sold out. We had so many people add it to their list afterward.
Because
after FOC.
it is so good.
It's good. It's also messed up.
Oh, it's really messed up. I have some theories as to where the story's going and who
Oh,
the
really?
yeah,
Who
who the new Santa is.
Huh.
I don't want to spoil it if
Yeah.
that's what happens, but I mean, I'm just theorizing. I think what's going to happen is that we find out that the interview sections are further in the past than we were being told they are, and it's the comic book writer who goes crazy while interviewing the Killer Santa in jail.
You think so?
That's what I kind of am leaning towards happening.
I could see that with the way everything's been set up.
Now, there is a possibility that he's interviewing an innocent guy who just so happened to be gay, and that's why he got arrested.
Yeah.
Wayne Fuller, we have one more copy of A left and the 1 in 10. If anyone wants it, jump on it now.
Did we have this one on the show?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Oh, y'all, we missed a book. So sorry. We missed a book. There's another cover Carrie messed up.
Another cover of
Oh, I know.
Catwoman?
He took a cover we only had one copy of.
Okay.
Next up for tonight, alphabetically, Catwoman issue number 60, The Return of Flamingo. He's a weird dude. He's a guy who dresses in pink and eats people.
Okay.
Yeah. He was introduced in Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin run. He's just an assassin who's a cannibal.
I feel like he needs to be French.
I think he is. I think he actually is. He's either French or Spanish. I feel like they made him Spanish because flamingos.
Okay, I can see that.
But either way, I do really like that cover A. The color bleed.
Yeah. Yeah. The other way it would be cooler if they actually did the negative space
Yeah.
with his arms.
If they didn't actually put the black outline around him.
Yeah.
But if you look on the live show, it's hard. It's really, really hard to tell.
Oh, man, yeah.
So,
That's really cool.
all right. Next up now, Doctor Strange, issue number 10. This is the end of this story arc.
Who is this? Is this Clea?
Yeah, that's Clea. I would assume so, at least.
Got a, I don't know, not an upgrade, but a redo.
Redesign. A haircut, at least.
Haircut at least.
I do like some of the Peach Momoko Nightmare covers. I don't think are horror or like horror enough to be nightmare covers. I also don't get why they're doing horror covers in December and then their snowboarding covers in January. But this is the end of the second story arc for Doctor Strange, which is technically Jed McKay's like 5th story arc on Doctor Strange. Because you had Death of Doctor Strange, then you had Strange.
I like cover A a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, the general premise is that so you remember how Doctor Strange died?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there was this war that took place in a different reality, and Doctor Strange was there and fought it for like 5,000 years. And then the Vishanti showed up and were like, none of that. Joey Moore wants to cover C. And they kind of just plucked that version out of reality. But then when he died, the Vishanti, like, let that version go. So there's this evil 5,000-year-old, smarter, stronger Doctor Strange that's kind of evil. And he goes by, like, the General or whatever.
Weird. So I was like, I mean, okay. I can kind of see it. It's Doctor Strange. It's magic. Okay, you can get away with a lot. At the same time, it's like it's playing on the whole movie idea with the Doctor Strange, something of madness,
Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness,
Kind of, yeah.
thing.
Let's not talk about that movie.
Hey, I watched Black Adam.
Oh,
Finally.
yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah. It was a movie.
it was a movie.
The Justice Society were completely misused in that movie.
Yeah, yeah. I was happy to see him. I loved Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate.
Oh, Dr. Fate was amazing in that movie. I honestly thought Atom Smasher worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Now, like, as a true classic Golden Age Atom Smasher, no, that's not what that was. And they even acknowledged that in the movie. It's his, like, grandson or whatever.
Great
Great.
nephew.
Yeah, nephew. But, like, I thought he was pretty good, and Dr. Fate was amazing.
Yeah. I like the premise behind Cyclone.
Yeah.
Like the character ideas for everybody were there. I felt like they were actually directing 2 different movies. Like they wrote 2 different movies and tried to shoot it all together as one.
We're talking about Black Adam.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the movie.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't horrible.
No.
It wasn't bad.
I didn't like the way that they handled the Justice Society, them being puppets of Amanda Waller.
Yes,
That
I did
would-
not. I didn't like that. She's already got Suicide Squad. They didn't even need to bring her in on
Yeah.
Nah.
And
on this one.
the Hawkman that they chose, while I liked the actor, I wasn't feeling it.
I didn't like the
For-
characterization,
yeah.
like the way they wrote him.
Yeah, I did not like that at all. It was not the Hawkman that I would expect.
No, I mean based off just going based off that character, it makes sense that he would be a puppet of Amanda Waller and not think he was. But I don't think Hawkman, like as the comic book readers know him, would.
No. No, and this is the thing, you know, the comic book,
Fan base.
well, Carter Hall in the comic books is old.
Yeah.
He knows he is old. He can remember Teth Adam when he was actually in contact. Yeah, when he was
Contact, yeah.
in the neighboring country.
Yeah. Next book. Geiger, Ground Zero, number 2 of 2.
My favorite book of the night.
Really?
Yes.
I read issue 1 and it's good. It's kind of, if you read the first Geiger series, it's kind of just a retread of his origin. But
it goes into more detail.
yeah, it goes way more into detail, but it's also being published because Ghost Machine is becoming a publisher and they're bringing Geiger back for a new ongoing in April.
See, I was going to ask about that because I
What
was like,
questions do you have? Because I researched it. 'cause
Well,
that has
it's like,
fundraising.
what is? I see a whole bunch of stuff for Ghost Machine. I'm like, is that a new series? Is
Okay.
it-
Get comfortable, y'all.
Okay.
Ghost Machine. Ghost Machine is the name of a new imprint at Image Comics that is being headed by Jeff Johns and, at this rate, Peter J. Tomasi.
Okay.
And a bunch of other A-list artists.
So is it like Skybound in that
yes,
respect?
it is like Skybound. Sean wants an A. Basically, so it is not all one universe, it's multiple different universes. There's the unnamed universe, which is the universe that Geiger and Redcoat are a part of.
Alright.
Then there is a different universe that they haven't named, but there's a series called Rook coming out from, where the general premise is that humanity controls every aspect of nature, and the main character is a guy who controls birds. Then it's a bunch of different shared universes. And another Geiger universe book is about the ghosts that haunt the White House.
Wild.
Wayne Fuller wants an A.
Okay. Deuces?
Deuces.
See you guys Thursday? Well, I won't see you Thursday.
Yeah, you will.
Will I?
I'm working Thursday.
Alright.
I'm back on the schedule normally.
Alright. We will see you Thursday when we do the 50-cent show.
50-cent books, y'all.
That's, a lot more fun than the Tuesday show. What?
No, it's not. We are out of cover A. We now only have cover B left, y'all.
See y'all.
See ya. And basically, and it's like Marvel and DC where they sign exclusivity contracts. So the artists and writers that go to do work at Ghost Machine, they don't work anywhere else.
No way.
100%.
All right.
Same with any book that has Giant Generator on it from Rick Remender. All of
I
those,
haven't seen those.
the Holy Roller, Sacrificers,
Oh, yes.
all of those, any book that has that logo has also signed an exclusivity contract with the artists. So they can't go work for another publisher.
While part of me doesn't like that because there are some artists or authors I would love to see doing books in other things. I like it because that keeps their focus on the books that they're doing. Like, I don't have to worry about Geiger being put on the shelf for 2 years because he's over at DC doing it.
Yeah. Okay, I think Sean Coker wants us to move on.
All
from
right,
Ghost Machine.
fine.
Next up, we have G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, 301 second print, and 302 covers A and B.
This also has a preview in the back of it for Cobra Commander.
There's been a few books that have previews for Cobra Commander. There's been a few issues of Void Rivals that has.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess it was Void Rivals I was thinking of.
Because these are separate universes.
That's right. It was.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It wasn't telling us to move on from Ghost Machine. That was telling Carrie to shut up.
Oh.
I appreciate you telling Carrie to get out of here. But yeah, and the Ghost Machine preview comes out in January. It is $4.99 and 64 pages.
For $4.99?
Yep.
Hey, I'm all about that.
And it's like little previews of all the upcoming books. So every book that I talked about, plus a bunch of others, like
Right.
they have one called The Rockefellers, which is about time traveling in the Witness Protection Program. There's Hornsby and Halo, which is a series about swapping kind of like how the New Gods and the People on Apocalypse did with babies. Angels and demons swap babies for some reason. Bunch of previews for upcoming series from Ghost Machine.
Just so you know, guys, this is 301 second printing, and this is 302 cover A, cover B. I got you, Ken. I know what you were talking about. I don't know who took my A.
Is this it? No, that's our
That's
I.
A.
Where'd our A go?
Bunch of hooligans back here.
Someone stole our A.
Maybe it was the Fonz. Hey.
Really? Oh, seriously. Anyways.
Sure. Well, flip a switch. Okay.
We'll find it or make another one. So yes, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero 301, And then 302 cover A and B. Next up, we have Gods from Marvel Comics, issue number 3. This is going to be our cover A and B for the night. The rest of our cover A's were either on order or damaged. I only read the first issue. I haven't read issues 2 yet.
Yeah.
But I do really like that character that's like a brain and jelly. I think he looks cool. He's only been on the cover of issue 3, but I think he looks really cool.
I'll look at some more with that.
That's all I know. Issue 1 was good. I don't know if it was $10 good. But
I mean, it did have a lot of content.
Here's what made me mad, though. It had one ad, and it was the second to last page. It had one ad, and it was the second to last page.
It has to have one ad in it.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't, it gets classified as something different.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That was like my biggest complaint with it being $10. But next up, we have Green Lantern War Journal, issue number 4, covers A and B. And then Godzilla Rivals, Jet Jaguar versus Megallion, one shot.
Yeah.
And I don't know... Megalon, yeah. Joey wants cover B for Gods.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if it was always a 6-issue series, but I believe that Green Lantern War Journal got upgraded to an ongoing.
I think so, too.
Because I remember a bunch of people when issue 7 got solicited for March being like, whoa, in issue 7?
Also, like, I don't remember this being part of the logo. I don't know if I just have not been paying attention.
I think that's always been a part of the logo.
I guess
Because I remember seeing that when, like, on the cover he was fighting a bear.
Okay. I guess I wasn't paying attention, but I think it's cool. I like the idea of the military insignia.
Yeah.
Oh, in this one, he ends up taking one of the possessed rings, the dead rings, and reforging it into an actual Green Lantern ring.
Oh, okay. I haven't been reading any of the Green Lantern stuff.
There's something going on with
I will be completely honest. I kind of have stopped reading most DC. Just because everything in DC is you have to read this and this and this to read this, and you have to read this, this, and this to get to this, and this and this and this and this. Like, I just kind of, unless I can read it by itself, I don't read it from DC. That's also came out last week.
Yeah.
No. All right. Next up, we have Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder, issue number 6.
I think this is one of my favorite covers of the night.
Oh yeah, that's a really fun cover. We got the Frizen cover, we got the super fun cover, and then the other super sexy cover, because there's way too many of those Harley Quinn. I'll check who did the covers.
Yeah.
So this Ariel Diaz, Julian Totino Tedesco, Frizen, Tedesco, and Diaz.
Wasn't that the name of the town in Monsters vs. Aliens?
Yeah, Tedesco. Yeah, Joey Moore wants a C. Only if you get the book to read it. Bat Santa. Yeah, I have been reading Batman Santa Claus because that's really fun. I read issue 1. It was really good. He was saying, because I was talking about not reading much DC, and he was like, read Batman Santa. That one's really good, y'all. So yeah, and this is the 2nd volume of Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Red, which is why they called it Redder.
Yeah, that's why they call it Redder.
I don't know why they didn't just make it an ongoing if that's what they wanted to do, but hey, what do I know? Number 1 supposedly sell more, except unless
Did you notice the sign? It's a car going into a river.
That's really funny. Wee woo.
The whole line of them.
I love the 3 hyenas. That cover just gets better the more you look at it.
I know.
Give them a close up because they can't really see all the wee woo in the car sign.
I don't know if I can. I'll try it, but it may mess up our camera.
Oh. Yeah, there's all the details and the really great cover. Next up, we have one of my favorite books right now, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, issue number 4. So this was originally a self-published series. Wayne Fuller wants a B. It was originally self-published, and now it's at Massive because it is getting turned into a Disney Plus show.
Really?
Yeah.
Live action?
Live action Disney Plus show.
Okay, I can get behind that.
It's historical fiction in which she's helping all the slaves escape, but they're escaping not from slavery only, but also vampires and demons. And they just announced for next year Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer versus Blackula. And it's being co-written by Rodney Barnes because he owns the comic book rights, it seems, to Blackula.
Really?
Because he did the Blackula graphic novel. Blackula shows up in Philadelphia right now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer is a lot of fun. Historical fiction. And
I want. Blackula was always it was a serious movie.
yeah, 100%.
You know, they did it seriously. But every time I hear the name, I want it to be a parody.
Well, it's one of those things where at the time, I think when it came out, it was more serious and scary than it was. But if you watch it now, it's kind of campy. But they are doing a live action remake of it.
Okay.
They're doing a remake of the movie. So we'll see. They might take it more of a comedy route, or they might take it way more down a horror
Like
route.
they did with Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
Which I'm not happy about.
Next up, we have Hawk Girl number 6 of 6, final
Yep.
issue.
Final issue.
Final issue of this Hawk Girl series covers A and B. Every person who I've heard read this series says that they enjoy it, but they do not recommend it to anyone.
Really?
That's what I've heard from everyone. Everyone's like, yeah, I read it. It's good, but I'm not going to recommend it to people. I don't know why. I feel like if you enjoy a series, you would want to recommend it to people.
Yeah. I mean, we do.
Yeah, that's why I've spent so long talking about Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, because that series is amazing. No takers on Hot Girl. Hydra. Is this a one-shot? 72 pages from
I
Zenoscope.
think it is a one shot. It's actually it's 72 pages. It's a thick book.
I feel like that's 90% of the books they do.
Yeah, but it's
Is this like one of their quarterly? Sorry, I'll just grab one off the wall, actually. It also looks like they actually have the Hydra logo
yes
from
now
Marvel
that's-
Comics.
Yeah, that's why it's close. It's not quite the
It's
same,
really close,
but it's
y'all.
close.
Oh, there's different factions. There's a seahorse one. There's a seahorse one.
Oh, okay.
It's not cool to recommend a DC book, Sean. Oh, and that's a tree with legs and mouths. What in the... That's Cthulhu.
Yeah,
This is really weird looking, y'all. That's all I know to say about it.
but yet the artwork is good on the inside.
Yes, the artwork was good flipping through it, y'all.
I will say that about Zenoscope is that they always have good interior art.
Yeah. Even though the covers cheesecake it up way too much.
Yeah, it
Makes
the
it hard.
covers draw a different audience for what the inside is for.
And then also the publishing format where it's just a bunch of one-shots and then they do pinups. The way they do stuff and the covers draw a different audience than I think their stories want.
Yeah.
Just a reminder for everyone, we are doing the buy a book, get beyond real. So just wanted to put that out there in case anyone who joined now didn't hear that at the beginning. Next up, The Incredible Hulk, issue number 7. So I actually caught up on this series recently. It's pretty good.
Did you?
Yes.
I am behind, and I'm going to have to buy the trades to catch up. We got another Peach Momoko.
Peach
Over
Momoko.
there.
That's a really good Nightmare cover. Hulk A for Sean.
I'm going to add in, and we also have a 1 in 25 for $20.
There's oh no, that's the yeah. Basically, this current story arc, Hulk is teaming up with a Ghost Rider of some kind. So
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's the like Sergeant Rock.
yeah,
Version.
Sergeant Rock Ghost Rider basically. Like there's this
And
kid.
yes, we know that's a different universe, different publisher.
It fits for the description. He's a World War character that is Ghost Rider. Sergeant Rock comes to mind. Calm down. But basically, like, there's this kid who can summon the Ghost Rider,
Okay.
and then there's this other guy who gets shown for a page, and it seems like he turns into a different kind of monster. And then hulks out, and Ghost Rider shows up and is like, "You're evil."
So there is something that is
Hunting Hulk.
it's hunting that stretch of highway.
Yeah.
And
Yes. And then there's all the monsters that are hunting Hulk on top of that.
yeah, and the old woman.
Hulk's been pretty good, and Nick Klein is on the artwork for this issue. That transformation from last issue, that Hulk transformation, was disgusting. Like, Hulk wearing Bruce Banner's skin as, like, clothing, disgusting.
Mhm.
I'll pull up pictures and show you later.
I think I read it. I watched it.
Next up, we have Harley Quinn, or Joker Harley Quinn Uncovered, issue 1. This is our A for the night. This is our B for the night. I believe that this is another one of those collection of covers that sort of somehow are supposed to tell a story.
I don't think so on this one.
No, that was just the Noel, I think. Yeah, no, it's just like all the Joker and Harley Quinn covers that they've been doing.
What's his name?
Bermejo?
Bermejo. All of his stories, if you line them up shot by shot to his covers,
They did that.
It's almost like stills from a movie or something.
Ken Tartar Wants a Bee. They
Okay.
did that with they reprinted all of them in like a
Oh, and B is a shiny.
Yeah, B is foil, by the way, y'all. Forgot to say that.
And the foil is $9.99.
We have been really bad. We haven't been saying prices tonight.
Yeah.
Generally, if you see a Marvel or DC logo, $4.99.
Yeah.
That's basically what you can think now. But since it's a foil DC, it is $9.99, just so you're aware. But yeah, just a compilation of covers that feature Joker and or Harley Quinn. Some of them don't even feature both. Some have Poison Ivy and Punchline. So yeah. Next up, we have Kill Your Darlings, issue number 4. End of the first story arc.
And are they going to end it?
It gets ended at issue 8, they just announced. It ends... issue 7 got solicited for March, and it said in its solicitation that it's the penultimate chapter.
Okay.
Basically, the little girl might be bleeding realities, and then there was also this witch that got executed in the past. That's what I got from issue 1. But the artwork's really nice from Bob Quinn. Next up, we have Philadelphia, issue number 32. Covers A and B.
A lot of people have been adding this to their pull list.
Because we have Spawn and Savage Dragon and Blackula, and I believe they're introducing a new character called Johnny Gatlin, who's like the sheriff of hell.
Sure.
But yeah, got a new version of Spawn. This is Vampire Spawn. Savage Dragon. Things are like reaching a boiling point with the war on Earth between light and dark. And Blackula's gonna show up later in this volume. Philadelphia's awesome. They just have the first hardcover, which is the first 12 issues. Really good series.
Yes.
Next up, we have Life is Strange, Forget Me Not. Is this issue 1?
Yes.
Issue 1 of a new Life is Strange series, set all within the video game. Never played it. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't.
I know it's one of those, like, depressing love stories where you, like, choose your own adventure and there's, like, 12 different endings. Depending on what choices you make. Depends on who dies, how much of the city gets destroyed, or
Dude.
something like that. Or if you fall in love or not at all. We got A, B, and C. And then on this screen, we have D, E, and F.
E is a blank cover. It's actually a good cover for coloring and penciling.
Ooh, so that'd be a nice cover if you want to get like one of the artists on the game or the series to get to draw something.
Yep.
And then F is a version of A.
I don't think I've played this game.
I've heard really good things. I haven't played it, but it is one of those like choose your own adventure. You can accidentally destroy the entire city through a flood or something. I know is one of the endings. Next up, from Boom Studios, we have Lotus Land issue number 2. We have covers A, B, and the 1 in 10 for $10. The 1 in 10 is obviously just a version of cover A.
What do you think about Lotus Land?
It's set in some futuristic Canada. That's all I know. I read Little Bird. Did you read the Image series Little Bird?
Yes.
It's by the same writer. That's all I
Okay.
know.
Little Bird was
Really good, really weird.
really violent.
Yes, very violent. That one too. That one too. Don't get it for kids.
No.
Not at all.
That's what I remember the most.
It kind of had like Steve Scroce like artwork. Cover A is the one with color on it,
Oh, okay.
just so you know.
That makes more sense.
Next up, we have Masters of the Universe, Forge of Destiny, issue number 4.
Like that cover.
That is a really good Battle Cat. Is this the last issue? I believe it probably is. Knowing Dark Horse. Come on. The end. Last issue. Forge of Destiny. Let's see. Is this Kevin Smith? No, Kevin Smith's name is not on this series, so that means it's not connected to the TV show.
Okay.
So if you're watching the TV show, don't worry about reading Forge of Destiny, I guess. Unless you're a huge He-Man fan, then read it. I do like a lot of the character designs from He-Man. They always had weird and interesting character designs.
Yes. Yeah, I'll agree with that because, you know, your first wave.
It's obviously meant to be a show to sell toys. That's obviously the
Yes.
goal. It's meant to sell the toys. But the toys looked cool and the character design seemed interesting.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing about, you know, the G.I. Joe also. You know, they come up with a story to sell the toys.
Yeah.
But they had to because, hey, we need a new wave of toys come out, so you need to be telling these stories about these characters that
Hey,
get a new wave.
Introduce this this other ninja. What's his thing? I don't know. Okay, he's his brother.
Yeah.
Type thing.
But they sometimes I don't know if it was like Hammer or something, but they would be building up different story arcs for different characters for character development.
Yeah.
And some of that had to get pushed to the background because they had to write to introduce the new characters.
Yeah, they had to introduce the new wave of characters.
Yeah.
Type thing.
I don't know if it was more prevalent on the cartoon as opposed to the comic book.
Yeah. I remember one of my like memories about He-Man was that it was when there was like a giant hurricane and all the power went out of my house, but we have a laptop that worked, so I just binge watched like all of He-Man seasons like 1 through 3. That's
Now-
like a memory that's always stuck with me about He-Man.
One thing about He-Man too is that I didn't realize the cartoon for He-Man was so kiddie.
Oh yeah.
So kitty campy. Because I never watched it. I didn't have a TV. We couldn't get the TV channel that it came on, and we didn't have cable. But the books that came with the toys,
You read those.
I read those like crazy over and over and over. And those were written for. Those weren't necessarily
Young
written for.
teens.
Yeah, they were written for young teens or maybe older teens.
Yeah,
there
depending on the
was-
character.
Yeah, there was nothing like
There wasn't any
no
like blood.
gratuitous violence necessarily, but
Yeah.
there was violence.
Yeah.
And the stories were very serious. Like when they introduced, was it either Triclops or Trapjaw? Trapjaw.
Trapjaw was messed up.
When they introduced Trapjaw in the books, He-Man and Skeletor had to work together to defeat him because neither one could defeat him on their own. He
Yeah.
was so deadly.
Next up, we have from Scout Comics, The Maze Agency, covers A and B. This is issue 1 of kind of a new series.
I wanted to look that up.
It's from what I could gather, it's an older series that bounced between different publishers, and Scouts like got the original creators back to do a new series. From what I can gather. And then we also have My Little Pony: Best of Fluttershy. What's up, Joe? He pointed at me.
Comic Co. and Caliber Comics.
Oh, Caliber Comics? Okay.
Yeah.
And Comico.
And
Let's
Comico.
see.
I remember it from Comico.
Caliber Comics was The Crow. Comico was Grindel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Comico, this actually ran 1988 to 89 in Comico. They moved it over to Innovation Comics in 89 to 91. And then in 97 and 98, they brought it to Caliber Comics because Caliber Press was trying to get a push back
Yeah,
then.
they were trying to get back.
They also actually threw this over to IDW back when IDW had the light bulb for their logo.
Oh, dang. Old school
in
IDW.
05 and 06.
Dang. And now it's back with Scout Comics.
I think I read that when it was back then. I think I went to a comic book shop and I found it in their not quite bargain bins, but
Like the off the wall, we don't really care
Yeah.
what's going on with this series.
let me see if I
Well, that means that Joe has homework tonight, and his homework is to read the new Maze Agency #1 and
Yeah,
see
'cause
if
they
he
were-
can remember it.
the cover price on those books back then was $1.95.
Gotcha. So yes, that's your
Yeah,
homework
that
for
was-
tonight. You have to read that and see if you can remember the original story. Somehow.
Somehow.
Next up, we have Nightwing #109. Covers A, the steamy cover B, and the pirate cover C.
I love all these covers.
They're actually all really good. I think that one might be my favorite. Just him fighting the
Mhm.
octopus, like the Kraken or whatever. It's really
I
fun.
love the boots and the jacket and everything.
Oh yeah, they're leaning heavy into the pirate. Sean Coker wants to cover A.
Okay.
Here, I'll show off the cover.
Yeah.
And then we also have a 1 in 25 for $15. Hate to say it, the 1 in 25 is the worst one.
You are not wrong.
That is the worst one. I don't know. He just looks blocky.
Yes.
He looked more like Jason Todd would be built, in my opinion.
I will. Yes.
He looked like
Wholeheartedly.
the build looks more Jason Todd than Dick Grayson to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, in this one, he's very clearly skinny and lithe and able to jump through those tentacles. In this one, he would get caught by all of them and struggle against getting caught. That's my thoughts, at least, on the 1 in 25.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're doing this weird pirate arc, something with Nightwing.
Yeah, he's been conscripted to help this person.
Because aren't they bringing, like, they kind of brought back the Rick Grayson stuff?
A little bit, yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Like,
It's somebody he knew when he was Rick Grayson.
Gotcha. Because everyone just loved that so much that we just need to keep bringing it back.
We have to validate it.
DC's like, trust me, you enjoyed it. Trust me. Next up, we have a one-shot from Marvel Comics. The
Is it a
original...
one-shot?
Yeah, one-shot.
I'm actually disappointed now.
It is a complete one-shot. The original X-Men, written by, is it Christos Gage?
Yes.
Christos Gage, artwork by Greg Land. Got covers A, B, and C. And then we have I actually do really like the cover B.
Yeah, going back to X-Men #1.
Yeah. And then we have a cover 1 in 25 for $20. But yeah, it's a one-shot. Basically, the original X-Men gets involved in some sort of time-based adventure. That's all I really know about it. But let's see, how much is it? $5.99. $5.99 for a one-shot about the original X-Men back when Iceman was a snowball.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh,
Iceman looked
hold
like
up.
Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah. So this is not technically a one-shot. It is technically an issue 0 to Weapon X-Men, which is a series that they just announced,
Really?
where it's Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, Zombie Wolverine, Old Man Logan, Earth X Wolverine, and Jean Grey all teaming up.
This sounds like a very bad idea from somebody that's got
An intern?
Bad ideas. Yeah.
It sounds like an intern was like,
Is this
all
the
right.
assistant editor month? Is that what it is?
They were like, all right, listen, so I got this idea. And, like, what's his name? Who's the head editor at Marvel right now?
Quesada? No.
No. They go to the head editor guy and they're like, listen, what if we make an X-Men right as you're ending the other X-Men era, but it's only Wolverines and Jean Grey?
Right.
Why? Why not? You sold me. Like, that's how I imagine the pitch meeting went.
After what they've done in some of the Hickman stuff with Wolverine and Jean Grey and Jean Grey Scott Summers and
Yeah.
the whole thruple thing, yeah, you're just
Polyamory. It's just,
Yeah.
let's just say it's polyamory because Emma Frost was involved in it.
oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Emma wasn't living in with them. But yeah, so this is technically an issue 0 for a series coming out in March. Welcome to Marvel.
Now I'm sad.
Now you're not even gonna read it.
No. And I love the original X-Men. Like this team right here was always my favorite. That's my favorite iteration.
Yep.
I loved it when they brought him back in X Factor.
Good old Frosty
Yeah.
the Snowman and Big Feet, Big Hand McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, this is not even really an issue 1. It's not even a one-shot anymore. It's just an issue 0 to a series that no one's... I hate to say it right now, but I don't think anyone's going to read Weapon X-Men.
If they had done it with different iterations of the originals or things, not just Wolverine.
Oh, like, let's say, like, first team Cyclops, Archangel, some, like, let's just go Age of Apocalypse, Iceman,
Oh yeah, no, that'd be
like,
Age of Apocalypse Iceman.
yeah.
Dope.
We
I
get, like,
mean-
all of these teamed up together and throw them through time.
I think Age of Apocalypse, one of my favorite characters in Age of Apocalypse, is actually Quicksilver. How they wrote Quicksilver.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about Quicksilver from Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, he was written great. Like he was written
They did-
sane.
They didn't, like, Ultimate X-Men him with Scarlet Witch.
No.
No incest.
No incest like that.
Good job, Marvel. Good job.
You know, he knew what he was doing. He was a great commander for the troops. Because he was so fast, he fought fast too.
Oh, so, like, they kind of
Look-
treated him like
A
Flash?
little bit more like
So,
Flash.
like, Flash, if he was, like, Batman's tactical intelligence?
Yeah, but also, hey, I will kill you.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know.
Yeah. Now, see, get us to pitch series.
Yes.
I don't care if we get to write it, just give us the pitching credit.
Let me give you the concept, and you can go write it. But I'm going to give you the concept of where you need to start at, not 5 Wolverines and Jean Grey.
Oh, and they're also introducing a new Wolverine who's a girl.
Ah,
'Cause it's Laura Kinney, but she has 3 claws in her hand. But it's called, like, Janie Hallett.
see, yeah, you don't even need to do that. You could go over to the
Infinity Warps, Weapon Hex.
yeah, Weapon Hex. You know, that was a cool character. I could get behind that.
Yeah.
But no, bunch of stupids.
So now that we have ruined all of the excitement for everyone on this book,
Yes, sorry guys.
sorry about that. Next up, Rare Flavors, issue number 3 of 5. This is about a demon who wants to be Anthony Bourdain, so he hires a cameraman to follow him around and film him talking about Indian food. Nope, you put it on the wrong stack.
Oh, I did it.
Also, the demon, like, eats people.
That's the big guy, right? The
Yeah,
big guy is the demon.
The big
right?
guy is the demon. It's a 5-issue series.
All right, that's a and a B cover for us, and we have a 1 in 10 and 1 in 25 Virgin
Oh.
covers.
The 1 in 10 is by Dan Mora, if there's any huge Dan Mora collectors.
Yeah, let's put it like this.
Because the 1 in 25 is cover A. But
Yeah, it's just a Virgin cover of the one of Correa.
But yeah,
But this right here, yeah,
that's a Dan Mora cover. If you got any more Dan Mora
I like
collectors.
the way they put the kind of the mouth.
Yeah, the mouth
between.
around him, like, because what I've heard is that I haven't started reading the series, but because it started when it came out when I was drugged out of my mind from my surgery.
Oh, that yeah.
So but basically people are thinking that it's kind of like Pennywise, where the demon, like, it's tastier the more scared they are.
Okay.
So he's like scaring the person that he's with.
On purpose.
Yeah. Oh, mind your way.
Oh, you're good. Are you guys still?
Yeah, we're still going.
What
We're,
time?
we're talking.
Yeah, sorry,
It's
we're
like
talking a little
6:30.
more.
Next up, rare flavors 1 in 10 for Wayne Fuller.
Okay. Got you, Wayne.
Next up, we have Red Light, issue number 2 of 4. Here is your smut for the week.
Yeah.
It's about, so there's this like guy.
Don't
And-
worry, we will judge you if you buy this book. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He like runs an AI brothel, and his daughter's there, and then one of the like sex robots meets his daughter. And so the sex robot then gains like sentience and is like, I need to save his daughter because he's abusing her or something.
Weird.
It's a 4-issue series. The artwork was pretty interesting. I think it's written by someone related to Frank Cho. It's written by
Sarah H. Cho.
Sarah Cho. I don't know. And there was a Frank Cho cover. So Wayne Fuller says we can judge him because he wants a cover A.
Buy more comics.
Judge Wayne Fuller with us because he's buying a smut book.
I'm not going to judge anyone.
He said
I
judge
will.
away. He
Oh,
said,
judge away.
Yeah,
I said, don't worry, we will judge you if you buy this book.
and then we were
I'm
like,
not judging anyone for buying any book.
hey,
Yeah,
he said it's
I did.
okay for us to judge him, so therefore,
Okay, that's fine.
it's okay. I mean, I bought and read issue 1, so like I'll own up to that. Bought and read issue 1.
I missed issue 1 somehow.
It was
Like,
good.
I knew we got it, but I did not read it.
You might have seen it when we got the local comic shop day one, which was a bagged cover.
Yes.
But that came out like 3 weeks after the original issue 1.
Yeah, so I never read actually issue 1.
Next,
I don't know, it's like, I go back to Cherry 2000, the old
Oh, yeah.
movie, the sex bot movie. That's what I think of. This is the new version of that.
fair, yeah. Yeah, I mean, issue 1 was good. I'm not saying issue 1 was bad. It was just,
It hits a certain niche.
yeah. Sci-fi and smut fans. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's how we got Altered Carbon.
Yeah. Next up, we have Rumpus Room,
Oh.
issue number 4 of 5. It's about some rich guy who tortures people in his basement.
That way their bodies produce a chemical that he can
Like, rub on his
extract
skin.
and put on his skin to stay immortal. It's
Yeah.
like a youth serum,
Oh, okay.
I think. I think that's what they're saying.
Gotcha. So basically, some rich guy rubs people's blood on his skin and it makes him young.
Yeah.
And then we also have Rom and the X-Men, which is $7.99, and it reprints Rom 17, 18, 31, and 32.
Let me show you the back of it.
But I mean, it's $7.99 for 4 issues.
That's really cool.
It's pretty good. I believe this is just like in anticipation of the new omnibus they have coming out.
And I like is that Arthur Adams on the cover?
I think so. Let's see.
He's one of my favorite artists.
Oh, come on.
No, it's Nick Bradshaw and Richard Isanova.
Yeah,
But it looks like
it does look like an Art Adams. But yeah, so this is reprinting the 4 issues of Rom where they teamed up with the X-Men or some members of the X-Men for $7.99, which I know Rom's like a big thing for people.
Yeah, he doesn't get a lot of love. He's got that cult following.
Yeah.
The people that like Rom or know Rom really like Rom.
Yeah. Next up, we have Shift number 1. This is a one-shot from Image Comics, set in the Radiant Black universe. Issues 1 through 4 or 5, I think, of the Image series, like the Image anthology, collected the stories, or have the stories that are collected in this. It covers A, B, and our store exclusive cover. Yay. Woo! For $20.
Yep, see on the back, it's got a logo.
There's our logo. And then it's also got the Southern Comics Cartel logo. Do they know about that yet?
I do know.
Henry! Do people on the live show know about the Southern Comics Cartel thing?
Probably not a whole lot, but they may now.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, it's on the back of the shift, and we were showing them that our logo's on
You want to
there.
come and talk about it?
Henry, come talk about the Southern Comics Cartel thing.
oh, shit. You want me to talk?
Yeah, do the sales pitch.
I don't talk.
Sales
Wait a minute.
pitch.
Sales pitch.
Yeah, do the sales pitch.
Oh, all right.
Oh snap! He's getting food. He's
I'm
getting
getting
ready.
food. Y'all in trouble now. All right. So for those of y'all who'd like to know on this, so we have now partnered up with 1, 2, 3, 4 other businesses to form the Southern Comic Cartel, which would be doing exclusives. We're doing multiple exclusives. Shift is the first one that any of us were involved with on it. We have an exclusive that's going to be running, and sometimes it'll have our logo, sometimes it won't.
Will it always have the cartel logo?
Not eventually, yes. To begin with, no. So I'm going to transition over here, and she runs by. So everybody can see me again. It's been a while. The Southern Cartel, the Southern Comic Cartel will be doing exclusive. Shift is the first one that we've been involved with on it. As a team on any of it.
Okay.
We have Turtles, Last Ronin, Re-Evolution, 1 through 5,
Oh, we're getting a cover for 1.
3 covers each.
Oh snap!
So we're doing 15 covers there. We have one right now. That we're all part of the Duke
So the Energon
And-
universe,
and Cobra Commander covers.
number 1. I assume.
Number 1 on both of those, and the new Spider-Punk from Marvel. We'll be doing a cover on it also.
So
So
Turtles, Re-Evolution, Spider-Punk, Duke, Cobra Commander, and Shift.
Shift. It's the ones that I know of at this exact moment. We reached out. We're trying to get Thundercats, but they never got back to us on it.
That'd
So
be nice. Thundercats.
Thundercats
really
would be
cool.
great.
Thundercats
We
would be
wanted
cool.
that one. So, and we may still very well do ones later on, not just number ones.
Yeah, like just,
So
but
and-
number
and-
ones that are coming out.
oh yeah,
maybe.
number ones are coming out, and then like spots that look like it's going to be a jump off point and things like that. So we'll be doing more and more. So if there's a book that you know of that's coming up that you're like, dude, y'all should do exclusive on, let us know. We'll see what we can do. You know. So all right, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Thank you, Henry.
You're welcome.
That's our special guest appearance for the night.
Your regular shifts book are $5.99. So A and B are $5.99. Our store exclusive is going to be $20. Also, the person who did the artwork
For shift number 1.
for shift number 1
What's his
will
name?
is it Deegan?
Deegan will be here tomorrow.
He'll be tomorrow to do a
You know what
signing.
time?
I don't know what time.
1, and he'll be here for a long time.
He'll get here at 12 or 1, and he will be here indefinitely.
Okay.
Do you know if he's charging for signatures?
I do not know that answer.
Okay, we don't know if he's charging for signatures, but I probably can guess that he might take tips.
Come out and say hi at least.
Yeah, hang out for a bit. I know plenty of people will be out since it's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Spawn 348. Cardstock covers $2.99. Take that, DC. Whatever else you want to say. Spawn 350 comes out in January.
Does it?
Yep.
Okay.
They have it scheduled.
Wait, what?
They have it scheduled to come out the last week of January.
Record-breaking issue 350.
Which, you know, this is also a record-breaking
Every
comic.
single issue that they do is record-breaking now.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Because it's
I
the
mean,
longest
it's
running
the record-breaking
independent-
series, so I feel like they should just put record-breaking series.
At the rate they're going, they're going to end up passing up a lot of Marvel and DC books. That
Oh yeah, because Batman and Superman are only on 800 right now. Spider-Man's almost at 1,000.
But
Yeah,
no,
but not a
that's legacy.
continual.
Oh yeah.
That's not continual.
Yeah.
Not continual. Like the only two that they got to worry about on continual is really going to
Batman.
be Batman, Detective, and
No,
Action.
not even Batman. Just Detective in Action. Batman's only on like 130 something.
no, the first run on it. It got into the 800s on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
first run. I gotcha.
Yeah, the original.
I'm trying
But
to
things
remember.
that are ongoing currently, yeah, really only technically Detective and Action continued because they continue their numbering and all that all the way
Yeah.
through it. So I'll give them that one, but otherwise nothing else is out there.
So, I mean, I'll give them credit. They deserve to put it on the cover.
Yep, all day long. He did good stuff.
Plus, like I said a second ago, they're doing cardstock covers for $2.99.
Spawn will stay $2.99 for decades still.
Oh yeah. And they're all building up to Spawn sitting on the throne of hell. That's the current story. Oh no, Henry's trying not to make a joke right now.
Alright, I'm out of the way. See you guys. Safer if I just don't talk anymore.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of the case for everyone. Anyways. Next up, we have Spellweaver #1, a new
From-
Teen Spot series. Is it a one-shot?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to read it, but I wanted to because I like the look of it.
It does kind of remind me of like Saturday morning Dungeons and Dragons
Yes.
cover-wise. Issue 2 is in the back cover.
Okay. Right.
It's black and white.
Oh, it's yeah.
It's a black and white.
Grayscale.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, there's a decapitation at the end. Sorry to spoil that. Next up, the biggest character in all of comics in all of history, Spider-Boy.
Blah.
Issue #2.
I disagree with the hype.
I mean, it's all artificial, so you can disagree all you want, but... Okay, so, let's see. $4.99. Here is my biggest problem with this series. They do a main story, and then they do a backup story.
Yes.
That's my main issue. I think that this series could be a really cool kid, young teen series. Do the main story, sell it for $2.99, Marvel. Don't do the stupid backup stories, because I read issue 1, but I didn't read the backup story. But I thought issue 1 was really cool. You got this one chick who, like, fuses people with, like, animal DNA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's apparently his whole origin is there's this, like, crazy lady that...
Oh, that's like it makes all the monsters or something like that.
Something. She, like, just steals kids off the streets and, like, infuses them with animal DNA. Carlos Navarro wants to cover A. But yeah, like, issue 1 had a really cool premise, and in this issue, he's teaming up with Captain America to fight Taskmaster. Stevie!
Did Henry just come through?
Yeah,
goes
no,
that
he went
way.
that way.
This-
Next up, sorry, I didn't show the other covers. We got the BCD and the 1 in 25 for $20.
It looks like the 125 connects to something else.
It looks like it should be a connecting cover, but it wasn't listed as a connecting cover on League or Cover Price.
I wonder if they got it mixed up and this was supposed to be the 1 in 25.
Carlos also wants the 1 in 25. Got you covered.
That would make more sense if this right here was supposed to be the 1 in 25. And when they were deciding the covers to put out,
Yeah, well,
they got the wrong one.
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Spider-Boy, the biggest character ever be introduced since Amazing Fantasy 15, if you ask Marvel.
Or the Century.
That's, yeah. That's a one of.
Here, this is next.
Oh, okay, you already got that covered. This one. So yeah, Spider-Boy, bunch of artificial hype, but it's not bad.
It's not bad, you know. We're kind of down on it because of how they presented it.
They teased it on Twitter and all the social medias and made it out to be the biggest thing to ever happen to Spider-Man comics.
And it wasn't.
It really wasn't. It was just a retroactive retcon, but it's not bad. We're just making jokes about it because of the way they introduced him. Next up, we have Star Trek issue number 15. We have covers A, B, C, which is a little girl getting eaten by a monster.
Okay.
I mean, that's what's happening. Look.
It's an Endorian.
Apparently he knows, and he's a little bit racist towards aliens. And then we also have the 1 in 10.
That's the one that's always trying to blow up the Enterprise in the original series.
So you think a little kid should get eaten because of that? I'd say.
How do you know it's a little kid? How do you know it's not a full-grown adult? These are aliens.
Star Trek B for Coker.
It could be a Mr. Missile Click kind of thing.
Then how did Mr. Mitzelpick get stuck in this situation where he's about to get
That
eaten
might-
by an alien? Huh? Huh?
Because he wants to draw you in to be sympathetic, and while you're over there trying to stop him from being eaten by the big monster, and you actually get eaten, he's over there laughing his butt off.
He hates midgets, is what I'm getting. Coke Man. Next up, we have another Star Trek book. Star Trek.
That right there is a really good likeness of Ensign Kim from Star Trek Voyager.
And there's another kid. But he's just crawling. He's not getting eaten.
Is that Belana Torres' kid?
I don't know. I've never watched Star Trek.
Belana Torres was part Klingon. He was half human, half Klingon.
Oh, okay. I mean, from what I've seen, he does have the forehead for that.
And she ends up with this character right here in the show.
Yes, he is babysitting. Okay, apparently that's the story.
Now this is interesting.
Okay, I might have accidentally got it out of focus.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. No, like the whole camera is out of focus. Oh, I see what you're doing now.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Okay, so he's babysitting. That's cool.
Yeah. And if you notice, this person right here is right here with a gun.
So she's still about to get eaten by the monster.
Oh, it's another baby. Yeah, with a gun.
Even better. Cute and killing.
Cute and killing.
Anyways. Star Trek Defiant, issue number 10 is our next book of the night. Got a really good likeness on cover C.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
I say we just tell people that Vader and Afro are damaged. Don't show them. Don't show them. That's what I say we do. And so, just letting y'all know, this is
Here,
where
I'm gonna see if the camera will pick it up.
Trek Defiant C for Coker. I can try and get the camera to pick it up.
See if you get the camera to pick that up.
So, all of our Vader and Afra books came damaged.
You need to switch cameras so they can see that.
Oops. So, Vader came completely spine.
It looks like the whole thing got like bent up.
Yeah, it looks like it got bent this way.
And it's all of them.
It's every single one. So you can ask for a copy, but they will not be on the floor.
I didn't catch the Vaders. I caught the Afras.
The Vaders were harder to catch because it's a black cover.
And they don't color break.
No, they're not color breaking. They're just like dings.
Yeah.
But the other Star Wars book, the one shot, did not come damaged.
No, of course it is. It's a thicker book, and it's probably coming in a different set.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But the book I'm talking about is Star Wars Revelations.
I did pull Darth Vader for everybody pulling
Vader.
Pulling Vader. I did pull that for all the pull boxes. I did not pull any Dr. Afras.
They are, upon request, going to be behind the counter.
Yeah, so if you just want it for the story, or you
Coker
think
wants
that
tonight for
the
Vader.
damage isn't so bad, you can have it.
Now, the reason that we are not immediately returning them is because apparently Dr. Afra is the first appearance of a character, so our worry is that we will not get them a reissue. We're just going to get credit.
Yeah, they're going to credit our account. They'll say, oh, we're sorry about that. We'll give you your money back, but that doesn't give me comic books to put into your guys' hands.
Any variants?
For Vader, yes, I do have, but like the other one, it does have bends where it was kind of peeled up and bent. So I can get you that variant, Sean.
But we just wanted to at least talk about that a little bit. If you want it, ask for it, but we're not putting it on the floor.
Yes.
Next up is the other Star Wars book I kind of alluded to, Star Wars Revelations. It's a thicker book. How much?
$6.99.
I love you guys, but I'm invoicing you tomorrow afternoon.
You all will get invoiced tomorrow.
I
For
am
sure,
tired
we're
and
not-
going home.
We're not lying. She will do it.
I'm actually gonna be here tomorrow.
She's
unlike
just-
last week
she's
when I
beat.
was not here.
She's beat, and we are actually talking and enjoying ourselves this
And
week.
I love it, but I'm gonna go home and sleep.
Yeah, no. So y'all will get see ya. Afra A for Sean or Ken. No.
Okay.
Sean wants Afra A.
Got him.
Ken wants Revelations B, and Sean wants Revelations A. Sorry, multiple comments came in at the same time. Carlos also wants an Afra A.
Who wanted the B, Revelations B?
Ken.
And somebody else wanted Revelations A?
Sean. That's all we have.
Sorry.
And then Carlos wants Afra A and Revelations B.
Was Ken or A or B?
Ken was B.
Okay, so that's right.
Yeah,
That's
those
right.
two are right. Those were the only requests we had at that second. But yeah,
And
so
somebody else wants a Revelations B.
Carlos.
Carlos wants Revelations B.
And an Afra A.
And the Afra. Like I said, Afra is damaged, but
Can you show it on the camera? Yeah, let me transition.
see that right there?
Same damage as Darth Vader, all like just bent on the spine.
This is one of the better ones.
So if you want it, we'll invoice you for it. We just want you to know before you get it.
Yeah.
You wanna get the next book? Star Wars, so way down there. So yes. That's the deal with are there any variants for Afra?
Sean, I think I gave you a variant in your pull box.
We'll check your pull box tonight. If you didn't get it, we'll put it in there.
I only have one left, and I wasn't gonna have it on the show because I was gonna have it on my wall out there for people. Because the variants, the cover bees did not come in damaged, but only got like 4 copies.
Yeah. Carlos says he should have one. Okay, so real quick, Sean wants a Republic A. We'll make sure that gets taken care of for you, Sean. Normally ask. Yeah, we'll also check that for you, Carlos.
Oh wait, we got this one too.
Yeah, we'll show that one here in a second. But so those are covers A through C on High Republic. Go ahead and put it up there. Just on that one. And we have a 1 in 25 that also came damaged for High Republic.
That one, the damage is slight, but it's scuffing and
It's color breaking
color
right
breaking.
there and right there. Color breaking on the spine right below the staples. So we're selling it for $10. We don't know why our Star Wars books for some reason this week came completely destroyed.
I mean, normally when they get them, they're in bundles of 25.
Yeah.
And they're wrapped in plastic, and they got to open them up. I feel like a box got damaged, but because they were wrapped in plastic, they think they're okay,
That's probably what happened.
and they just
So just High Republic C.
blame
Blame the Force. No, what's the Star Trek thing? We gotta blame Star Trek for some reason. Because that would make more sense. It wouldn't make sense for Star Wars to damage itself.
Oh, I got it. Because it's so high tech with all the new machinery got for the distribution centers, it's the Borg.
There you go. Blame the Borg.
Blame the Borg. So let's do this one.
Our next book of the night, Superman, issue number 9. We have covers A, B, and C. I really like C.
You do? I thought it's a cool, but I like the is that Bermejo?
Yeah, that's Bermejo.
Yeah, I really like that one, and I like this next one we got on the other screen. We'll show it. It's a cool thing.
Photon Torpedo, according to Sean. And then on top of A, B, and C, we have the Christmas homage cover and the 1 in 25 for $20. The Santa doing Action Comics 1 is really funny.
Yes.
That's really good. Sean wants B. That is really funny. I think my favorite, though, is the Green Lantern one, where it's Santa, but he has, like, jingle bells and candy canes hanging on his fingers, like Green Lantern.
Oh, like it's homage to
yeah.
issue 50?
Yeah. I think that one's my favorite. And the homage for Sean.
For Sean? Okay.
Yeah. I like a lot of the Christmas homages they've been doing, but I think my favorite's the Green Lantern, where there's, like, jingle bells.
I don't remember that one.
I've only seen pictures of it. I haven't been able to see it in person. I'll have to find a picture and show you.
Sean, is that the cover C you were talking about wanting and we didn't have it?
That might be it. Carlos wants an homage also. If you don't remember seeing it and it came out last week.
I do not remember seeing that.
Hold up, y'all. I'm looking it up. Yeah, cover C. This is it.
Oh, yeah.
Great Caesar's Ghost. Yes. So this is the cover he wants you to
That's the
try and
cover
order.
wants- Okay. I will do my best, Sean.
Alrighty. So got
so-
Superman we've been talking about, and I really like the Silver Banshee 1 in 25.
Yes, I think that's a beautiful cover.
I know like the story they've been telling is like Silver Banshee and Jimmy
Jimmy
Olsen are
Olsen.
in love.
Which is weird.
That's all I know about that.
It's weird.
Next up
But I also don't know what they've done with the character
of Silver
of
Banshee.
Silver Banshee in a long time.
I don't either. Next up, we have an event tie-in. Titans Beast World Tour, Central City. This is a one-shot. Each issue contains probably like 3 or 4, maybe 5 short stories, all tying into Beast World, where Beast Boy has lost control of his powers, and... What you doing here?
Supposed to be dead?
No, he got shot, but then they used magic to heal him.
No, didn't he turned into Starro and then...
Oh, I don't know. I know he turned into Starro in issue 1 of Beast World, but I don't know anything past that. Basically, something happened with his powers, and everyone, or a bunch of people on Earth, are gaining his powers to turn into animals, but only like halfway.
Yeah, so like Starro attaches to your face.
Yeah.
But when he was Starro and was dying, he got taken over by that evil Dr. Fate thing.
Dr. Hate.
Dr. Hate. Which made him release spores like the starfish. But instead of going in their face,
It goes up their nose?
it goes in their mouth.
Oh.
And when it goes in their mouth, it actually changes them from the inside and changes them to a half animal thing.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so each one shot that's like the world tour basically does something where it's the characters of that city dealing with that epidemic going on. So this is the Flash issue. There was a Batman issue. There was a Superman issue. And Amanda Waller gets tied into all this somehow.
Oh, so that's what Godspeed turned into, some type of wasp type of thing.
I think Godspeed's really underused. I know he only got introduced in Rebirth, and they used him a bunch in the Rebirth run, but I think he's a really interesting character. But
I think Godspeed is a good way to do an updated Reverse Flash.
Yes.
Without having to go back and redo who the Reverse
Barry's
Flash is.
origin.
Yeah, and Barry's origins.
Or Wally, or whoever they're having as the main Flash.
Even though it was Barry that was having to deal after he come back to life.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is the tie-in of Titans Beast World this week. Central City. Of course, A, B, and C. Next up, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue 146. Right? 146?
Yes, 146.
146, The Road to 150. All I know is that there's a new creative team after 150, I believe.
Yes. I don't know the details, but I know there is a new creator.
There haven't been any announcements yet.
Are they staying with IDW? Is the other question I have.
I could see, based off everything leaving IDW and IDW kind of not being the hot spot for those creator-owned books, I could see Turtles leaving, but I don't know. I think it's up to Playmates. Because Playmates still has Turtle rights, I think. So Playmates could see IDW going under and decide we're jumping ship, but then who would be the new publisher?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now there's a bunch of those printings. Next up, we have another Scout Comics book, Total Party Killer. Issue number, or it's a one shot for $7.99.
I feel like this is like Rick and Morty meets D&D.
Oh, absolutely, based off the cover alone.
Yeah.
But I know this was originally self-published. There's been a couple of self-published one-shots that Scout Comics have picked up.
Okay.
Blood Run a couple weeks ago. You remember that?
I want to say yeah.
It was a cover with a giant car, and the artwork was kind of very okay. But anyways, it's like a D&D horror book from what I was able to read online. Seems really interesting. And it's just a one-shot, so you don't have to commit much other than $7.99. Better than Marvel, $5.99 for a first issue and $4.99 for every other issue where there's 10 pages of ads.
Right.
Next up, we got a bunch of reprints. Transformers issue 2. Bunch of printings. Second printings on all of them.
Yeah, it's just cover A, B, and C.
So we got Duke, Soundwave, right? Soundwave? I mix up that.
Yes.
And then Ironhide, Cliffjumper. Cliffjumper. I
Cliff
think.
Jumper.
That's Cliffjumper. A, B, and C. The rumors currently are that Daniel Warren Johnson, the artist,
We
is.
got them out of order.
Oh, we do. What's the
do.
order? Tell me the order. Does it go like Soundwave?
Wait. Maybe not. Hang on. No, we're right.
Okay.
I forgot the second printing, and I was reading that too, just in the wrong spot.
The rumors currently are that Daniel Warren Johnson, the guy doing artwork on the series, is done doing artwork at issue 6, and Ryan Otley is taking over artwork at issue 7.
What do I know Otley from?
Invincible. He was the main artist on Invincible.
That's weird. I mean, going from what it is now,
Yeah.
that style, it's kind of dirty.
Oh, yeah,
gritty.
it's going to be a really
to-
weird tonal shift.
Yeah.
Shift!
That is
Yeah. That was another special guest appearance by Henry, and now he's leaving.
Yay!
Don't forget your stuff.
No, I'm getting that tomorrow. That goes
for sure.
with- Huh?
For sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, leave it with your other hits and stuff for me for tomorrow.
That-
Okay, well, the reason-
Your stuff for Northgate, right here.
I know. I'm going to get all this stuff. I'm coming in tomorrow morning to get all the...
We were just
Books.
making sure because you were like, I'm coming by later to get it, so you
Oh,
made
yeah.
it seem like you were going to grab that tonight.
Oh, no.
I remember, these are all damaged.
Okay. Gotcha.
Anyways, yeah, the rumors are that Ryan Otley's going to be taking over artwork at issue 7 till presumably 12, because the rumors are that Daniel Warren Johnson is going to be leaving writing at 12. So done drawing in March, but done writing in like August.
Okay. I assume they've already got the other, whoever's going to be else writing it
Most likely.
is
Well-
up there now writing.
Yeah. The reason that's the rumors is because the free comic book day special for the Energon universe has a story written by Daniel Warren Johnson, drawn by Ryan Otley.
Oh, so
But all of the other creative teams match up. Like Void Rivals has the same team. Duke and Cobra Commander have the same
Same team.
team in that book. So everyone's like, is Ryan Otley going to be drawing Transformers? Anyways.
we
behind-
don't know for sure, but that's
the rumor.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor that's been
Okay.
going on. And let's be honest, last time there was a rumor about this book, it was 100% right.
Yes, it was.
So take everything I just said with a grain of salt, because I never know what I'm talking about. I just like talking. Next up, Uncanny Spider-Man. Is this issue 5?
We have two different books. We have Uncanny Avengers issue number 5, and then Uncanny Spider-Man issue number 5.
Both of them are final issues. Both of them are the final issue for their respective
Yeah.
series, because everything X-Men is ending in December, which is now, and we're getting the Fall of House of X and Rise of Powers of 10 in January.
Powers of X.
Powers of X.
Why does everybody say Powers of 10?
I don't know.
You know, I mean, I would
Well,
understand if it was House of 10, Powers of 10.
Well, it's one of those things.
Why is it X in one and the Roman numeral in the other one?
Because in the original original Krakoa, House of X and Powers of 10, that's what it was called. That's what Hickman always referred to it as.
Weird.
Because the one that's set in the future, every time there's a time jump, it's to the power of 10. But it's the House of X because it's the X-Men.
Don't like it.
He just don't like to remember things.
If it's an X, it's an X. If it's 10, it's 10.
Vampirella versus the Superpowers, issue number 6.
I actually like this series.
Is this the final issue? It is. Final issue from Dynamite Comics. Got a Jay Lee cover A, Linsner cover B, and that's cover C of I don't know who.
Let's see. I can tell you real quick.
He's just going to look at the back.
Yeah, I love that about.
Oh yeah, Dynamite does great about putting the covers and who
Drew
does
Moss.
Drew Moss.
Jeb's actually really.
I
good.
apologize, Drew Moss. Didn't realize I didn't know your name.
I've seen his other stuff in the independent areas.
And then we have a couple different ratio covers. I couldn't find if it's a 1 in 10, 1 in 7.
I mean, I could see this artwork on like the Batman cartoon series.
That cartoon is amazing.
Yes.
I love that show. But anyways, we have a bunch of the other ratio covers. I couldn't find if they're 1 in 10, 7, 5, 15, 20.
This is a 1 in 10, 1 in 10, 1 in 15, I believe.
Gotcha. Vampirella versus the Superpowers, issue 6, final issue.
Yeah. So these two right here, G and I, are both 1 in 10s. And then the cover J, the cosplay virgin cover, is a 1 in 15.
That's cool. Yo.
That's cool. That's when it gets.
That's messed up. I like it.
I like the Doctor Strange one. I wasn't a fan of the Hulk one.
I really like the Hulk one. Anyways, we're going to get to what we're talking about now. Wolverine, issue number 40. Amazing against the Sentinels with Amazing Spider-Man. Woo. That's what I was saying was cool. The disgusting Weapon X cover. I don't know. Body horror is interesting, especially when it's done right.
I mean, you get it, where he had all the things wrapped around him when he was in the Weapon X program.
Yeah.
Like, I get that.
I do like the Iron Man Sentinels.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the Iron Man Sentinels being like the main villain in this issue, I guess.
You know, I like how they introduced those guys way back in New Mutants issue 42 or 44.
That's what, yeah.
And, like, that future's almost coming to pass.
Yeah. Mind clicking the switch?
Alright. Ready?
Yes. Wonder Woman, issue number 4, covers A, B, and C.
That'd be our last book of the night, too.
Yes, last book of the night. Wonder Woman, issue 4.
Have you read the series? Have you been keeping up?
Nope.
I actually enjoy it.
I haven't been reading it.
So while I like Wonder Woman as a character, I just haven't been. I didn't get into the previous series.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't gravitate toward it. I always like the character, but I just don't get into the stories. I've really liked the story so far.
It's like
in
this
one.
other random Amazonian got drunk and killed some men in a bar, right?
No, she wasn't drunk.
Oh, she
She
just
did it on purpose.
Oh, okay. I just Sean wants an A,
Yeah.
so she just decided, you know what? The hell with men.
Yeah.
Switch over to the other covers.
Oh yeah. So that's A, B, and C.
And we have a Christmas homage and a 1 in 25 for $20.
The 1 in 25 is interesting because
The neck looks
Look at-
really long.
it looks really long. Think of it more like Gal Gadot from the Fast and the Furious movie.
Yep.
Very slender, very slimming. And I like that you can do that because of the way Wonder Woman's powers work. She doesn't have to be beefy.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to be super toned. She's just naturally that strong. It's because it's true superhuman strength.
But yeah, so collection holiday.
All right, so
That
Sean
is
wants-
the only one.
Oh wow! All right, Sean, you got our only holiday homage cover
For Wonder Woman.
for Wonder Woman.
But yeah, so one this is it like just a random Amazonian just decided to kill 19
No.
men?
She went into that bar and they started hitting on her or something, and she just went nuts on them. They haven't explained why she did it yet.
Okay, but there is a reason she did it. Like there's a
They're
reason
thinking.
she went nuts.
They have an Amazonian in custody,
Oh, okay.
and she's pregnant.
Uh-oh. What
Mhm.
kind of deal with Satan did they make?
So,
Do we want to do trades or is it too late?
It's late.
Okay.
We're gonna stop right here for now. Let's flip it over here, guys. We appreciate you being on. I forgot the camera's pointing over here.
Yep.
Um,
She freaking slaughtered them.
yeah.
Well, I know that this series has been really popular because they reprinted issues 1, 2, and a preview of issue 3 right before issue 3 came out.
Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
I read almost every comic here if I get the chance.
Yeah, you try and at least like.
And I read most of the.
No problem, Carlos. Glad we could help you out.
Wonder Woman stuff, but this one I was really, really intrigued by. I'm actually anxious to see what the next issue is.
Gotcha.
Especially with the introduction of the new Lasso.
Oh, there's a new Lasso?
Yeah.
I thought they just introduced the
can't-
kid.
I'm not going to tell you about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's a backup story
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there about her kid in the future.
In the future?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
all set in the future.
Oh, okay.
Because Damian Wayne is Batman.
Oh. Okay.
So the side story is set in the future. The backup story. So, but I like it. I think it's worth picking up and reading. But that new Lasso and how it works and everything is just wild, because it's almost the opposite of Wonder Woman's Lasso.
Mm.
Yeah, give it a try. But that's it for us tonight. So today is Tuesday.
50-cent book Thursday.
50-cent book Thursday.
Do you know what Rom's got going on tomorrow, if anything?
He doesn't have anything going on tomorrow.
Okay. No show tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, no show
Just
tomorrow.
Thursday.
But we do have the signing with Deegan tomorrow.
Yes. Show up
the
at
store.
noon to 1 and hang out.
Yep, he'll be here signing his cover for Shift. You want to show it again?
Well, it's really quickly there while
there
you're
you are.
pulling, while you're switching it over.
All right, so yeah, and this will be the last time I should be on. I don't think I'm going to be gone next week. So
I'll be here.
Patton will be here, and it'll be Patton and Henry or Patton and Wyatt. Hopefully Wyatt will be back. He had to do something with the family, so
Gotcha.
he couldn't be here tonight.
I'm y'all's main partner in crime.
Yep.
School is out. I'm in college. Haha. I'm on winter break. I've been done for 2 weeks.
Take that, Coker. All right. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And Patton will see y'all Thursday.
See ya.